Hey everyone, this is Zeffy. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Zeffy back for another tri-weekly Kingdom Hearts card review. And this week I'm going to be doing a card from the new set, Light and Darkness, yet again. You guessed it. And this week's card is going to be Morningstar, which is a new card type to the new set. So I'm going to be reviewing it for that reason, and also another reason just to go over what the effect that it basically attempts to imply or have in relation to Donald Duck. Basically, it's an equipment card, and it reads it's +0 support value, but +2 magic value, and you can have only one Morningstar in play at a time, and only on a Donald Duck card you control. So think of it like Donald Duck level 1 has 3 magic, you add a Morningstar, he has 5. You add it to, a higher level Donald, he's gonna have more magic. Not really overall needed. The equipment cards are interesting, but they kind of, if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, they kind of fall in line with those cards that you would just attach, like Mage Power, which they're really not, like the effect, they try to be good, but they usually fail, because you're packing your deck with these cards that you need something to use them with that's too situational. Like you need a Donald Duck level 1 or any level Donald Duck on the field. And if you're running Morningstar, it's like, if you don't have a Donald Duck out, you're going to end up discarding it. Do you really want to hang on to it, depending on drawing a Donald Duck? You can do that. In this game, I realize you draw many cards a turn, draw 6, or you play extra draw power. You're going to go through the cards very fast. In a game like this, it might be easy to play a card like that, but still, I don't think it's that difficult to play a level 3 Donald nowadays, especially with Moogle Triton and just managing how you play your friends, and your friend to deck card ratio, and how well you build your deck, and the synergy, and how well your draws come out, and you take away the problem of your draws being random or having dead draws work against you. You'll probably be very successful and wouldn't need something like Morningstar, where you can just play like a Donald Duck level 3 by itself for the effect of being able to play like Stopra. If you really want to play Stopka, you can just play level 4, and also you get to search out a magic card in your deck or a magic friend card. So I just don't see how good Morningstar can be. I mean, what it tries to do is very excellent. It builds up, it's probably the best for Donald Duck level 1, because then it becomes 5 magic value. You can cast almost anything in the game except Stopka. I mean, that is amazing for that fact alone, but you can only have one out at a time. It can only be on a Donald Duck. If you're running more than one, you may end up not having any use for any extras. You draw 2 in your opening hand, you have only one Donald, you're going to discard the other, it's going to be a waste to you, and so on. So again, it's really risky. You can end up drawing, 2 of them and not have a Donald. Do you really want to hold them in your hand, just waiting for a Donald to play it on, and then just be able to cast stuff? Or would you rather that have been a friend card, like a level 2, like a Triton or something, that you can play and then get a Donald Duck level 3 out after? I mean, that just doesn't seem like a bit of, too big of a challenge in this game. You play one card to do the same thing as 2 cards, or to get that magic support value. You can just play a Donald Duck level 3 or level 4 or level 2 if that's all you need. It just, I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of the equipment cards, but unless they come out with stuff that's really effective and really useful, it's really going to be hard. I'm going to be hard pressed to see how good they really are, especially with all the answers to magic cards now that they're coming out with. I don't know how good Morningstar is really going to be. I'd rather pack in stuff to manage my resources better, and to handle being locked or dealing with situations where I need better support cards to do or to affect the field differently than just getting +2 magic value. Well, what good is +2 magic value when you don't have anything to cast, or you can't cast anything because Phil's out or something like that? Then that card's going to be dead too in that situation. So I'd rather, in my personal opinion, just run like Donald Duck by itself, like a level 3 or a level 4, and use it that way than try to play a Donald Duck level 1 and a Morningstar. You're creating more situations where you'll have a useless card more often than not, where you can just have one card take the place instead of playing two, if you know what I mean. So instead of playing Donald Duck level 1 and Morningstar, you could just play a Donald Duck level 3 and eliminate needing two cards to reach the same goal. And you have to depend on drawing those cards together or drawing one after the other, like play Donald Duck this turn, then next turn hopefully you get Morningstar. It's not as good of, not a good ratio, not a good probability. It's better to just have the Donald level 3 and then just cast it by itself. If you know what I mean, then you're only looking for one card to accomplish the same goal as what two cards would do. So just so much easier to play Donald Duck level 3. But again, depending on how the format changes, what kind of deck types come out, the play style of everybody, the metagame, maybe this card ends up being really, really useful, and you see a lot of people playing 1 or 2 with Donald Duck level 1. Maybe it just starts happening. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but overall, equipment cards, coming from a Yu-Gi-Oh background, I know this game is much different. It may not be as bad because of how many cards you can't have the potential to draw every turn in this game, but usually equipment cards like that in any kind of game, they tend to not be that effective. But again, it may have better strategic value in Kingdom Hearts. We'll see. So I'm going to kind of hold my tongue a little bit on it, but I am kind of leaning and hinting on that I don't think it's going to work out that great. But depending on, they may have ones that have amazingly broken effects that really affect the field that, hey, yeah, you want to run that equipment card. We'll see. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys later. See you on Monday.